Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So basically today's topic is how to understand how we will send a VPC flow logs to S3, and from there we will use the Amazon Athena, okay, to do analytics on the logs without manipulating it. So let me give some idea. That is something the Amazon VPC is there. There we will generate a full log files, and that something which we will push to S3 bucket, and from their bucket we will integrate Amazon Athena. As a user, we will query those logs. And I think this will be a very interesting uh, workshop. So be with me, and it will take little time as we need to get logs. So to reduce that time slot, we will tweak some configuration and you will see how we used to do. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, now what we will do, we will jump to our S3 bucket. Okay, we will first create a bucket, right? Because bucket should be there before we do anything. Just create a bucket. You hope, make sure your AWS region is not Virginia, and you are selecting a type general purpose, right? Then you need to type any bucket name. For this example, I am writing some uh, some random uh, bucket name so that it is been remembered. So let me choose that PC log. For now, let's keep all the default service, default thing disabled, and everything as it is, and just create it. Okay, was the first activity, first job to create S3 bucket. We have done that. Okay, congratulations. Let's move to VPC. So let me try to open VPC in the new folder, right? Sorry, new tab. So here what we will do is like we will go to the VPC, and there already load balancer would be running. So let's go step by step. Okay. In left side you can find your VPC, and in VPC you just need to click on that and you will find some details, right? Here you can see everything. Okay, and here you go to the flow file. Basically we need to enable the flow files. Here if you see there is no flow file created till now. So what we will do, we will create a flow file logs. Here we will write something VPC to S3. Okay, the flow file name is VPC to S3, and in filter we will capture all the logs. And to reduce the time of getting logs, let's reduce to 1 minute. Otherwise, we have to wait each 10 minute slot. So each 1 minute we will have a one log file. And the destination for us, it will not be a CloudWatch. CloudWatch videos already been created and you can find in the playlist. But the thing is, we will choose a different approach, that is pushing into S3 bucket. Now here comes bucket is already created. Now the thing is, we need to specify the bucket folder and format. So let's come to here, let's click on this bucket, In permission section, hopefully we should get those details. Mm, Let me try to trace if that possible. Okay, here we got AWS VRN number. Copy it. Go to VPC. Just type it. Okay, that's it. You just need to do this much. Okay, once that is done. Okay, let's move forward little bit, and that's something log format file. Okay, so let's compress it because text will be default and there will be a lot of things we don't need to read from directly. We will use Athena to just make sure you selected the paraquet, and after that just enable Hive compatible S3 because we will try to track all the partitions, and that partitions log should be available for us every hour. Okay, that would be our time frame. Once that is done, okay, just create the log file. Remember, you should be well known what you have done. The thing is, you will not have option to edit this. You will have to delete this and create another flow flow file. Okay, okay. Now we are good with this. Now what we will do, we will go to EC2. Okay, there is a load balancer. Let me open it in a new tab. In this EC2 instance, there will be a load balancer, and here what we need to do is need to copy that. Sorry, we need to copy that DNS name of the load balancer and use it. Let me go to instant and check. Okay, this are the three instance running. Okay, no problem. If you scroll down on the left hand side menu bar, you can see the load balancer is there. Okay, it is there. It's running in the VPC. So there is no worries. You need to click on this. Now the thing is, go a little bit back. Ah, in below you can see DNS name is there, right? You need to copy this. Create a new tab. Write HTTP, not HTTPSS. After that, just click on hit this URL. Now you are able to see this details. Okay, now we reach to up to this point. It's a very good thing because after a few minutes in our bucket, there should be a flow file. Let's wait for a few minutes. Okay, after a minute only we will able to see this log files. After that, what we will do, refresh the object list to start to see the generated files move into this account, S3 account. Meanwhile, let's do one thing. Right, this is running. Okay, it is running. We still don't have that log file because it required a minute or more to do that. Okay, we got this, but meanwhile, let's explore Athena. me open into a new tab. So let's explore this. In the bucket, we have enabled partitioning, right? Hope you remember. After enabling the partition, what the in S3 bucket, it will be stored in a structured way, all the files based on the service. So basically this is the account. There can be multiple accounts. So from that account, this is the service which we have created, VPC flow logs, right? Then from there, this is the region, this is the year, this is the month, this is the day, and this is the hour, right? We got this log file into that bucket. Now it's time to see. So every hour we will get this log one, every minute. Okay. So now let's jump to Amazon Athena. So basically this Amazon Athena is an interactive query service where we can easily do an analytics of the data which are stored in S3 bucket or in any standard SQL. Okay. For me, let's left hand side there is a query editor. Don't click here. Okay. There is a left hand menu bar. Go to query service. Now hope this is something which you should be expecting before doing anything. Okay. Here you can see there is no much else. Why? Because we need to select S3. Come to settings, click on manage. Here you can click browse, and browse you will see which the bucket which we have created, and from here logs file will be stored, right? Once log file will be present, we will able to achieve it. Okay. Now the thing is, we know that we are using this query, but the thing is we selected the bucket, right? But the thing is here, this is the prefix basically, and we need to query in the same object. So let's append the queries, then after we'll create a save, and after this let's come back to this and see if we are getting something. Okay, for now it is okay. This is something the query options will go. Let me go to Athena query editor. Now if you see the database, there is nothing is there, right? Now the thing is we have done our setting. Okay, now we need to, in the query space, what we need to do is we need to create an table. So write command create database VPC flow log DB. Okay, once that is done, so okay, okay, I'm not getting the run option actually. Hmm, that is bit strange. Okay, okay, let me, something is been messed up. So like queries which we have done. Mm, okay, let's save it. Come to editor. Okay. Okay, now I am able to see run option, right? I have just gone outside. I think this is a space where we need to manage the AWS S3 for query creation and operate it. Now let's create a VPC table. We have created it. Now let's create a new workspace. Here what we will do, once we created a database, now it's time to create a tables, right? So what we will do is, let me copy paste the details which I have with me, and this is creating a table which is VPC flow logs, and we have enabled partition also, right? So this way we traverse in S3, you have so similarly to that line we will try to achieve that. Let's go back to this, and we know our bucket name is CS HP HOL VPC logs, right? So what we will do in Athena, location, basically this is the things we need to specify, where is the location of that files. Once that is done, we will run this. Okay, 2 seconds taken, and now it's created, right? Great. Once that is done, what is the next step? It is to refresh the Hive partition table so that query we can query onto the data, right? So now to achieve that, so tell the meta store, Hive meta store, to repair and start pulling the data. Before that, let's refresh this and see how much log files we have. Oh, great, great. We have 3 log files. It's a good to start. Now what we will do, we will run this query. Right now, this will start pulling the queries, whatever log files which we have. Right. Once this is done, what we will do, we have created a table, right? VPC logs. So what we will do, we will query it. Select star from VPC log files. Great, kudos. So now we are able to see all the log files. So here the VPC logs are in a well mannered log status, no data, VPCs from where, what time this log was captured, and what was the destination address. So it's very important. And also you can also query like from where clause, everything. Let's see. You can explore it very much. SRC address equal to this, like this from source, how much requests were gone from this address, source address to destination address, and you can see what all the ports were opened and everything, every details. So this is the way in which this is used, the Athena services. I hope you have got complete idea how it is happening, and thank you for staying tuned with me and exploring this out. I hope you will have a great day. I'm not sure what stores here, but anyway, we are good with this, and this is the query. Basically, we are using that space, right? and to do queries and everything. These are the metadata CSV, and this is something which we done in Athena service. If I do a save as query, create query, create queries dot SQL, then we save it. Then here we can use create table dot SQL. Here we can use we can open the prepare tables dot SQL. Then this is the query workspace dot SQL. Now let's refresh it and check whether what we are getting. I hope you enjoyed a lot in exploring this out. And this was the save item. Okay. Hmm. I think it will come. I think maybe take some time because query is saved, but bucket is also given in this way only. Ideally, it should get saved, and recent history we can see how much time it has taken. So it's a very impressive thing. Okay, okay. So basically, in this itself, it's storing everything. So don't worry about this. You can come back and see, able to see these details. So not to worry about this. Huh. In future, make sure you enable this versioning so that you don't lose any files. Rest is okay. I hope you enjoyed this workshop and thank you very much.